The market gives us a small pullback and then continues its push higher. Does this mean we're on our way to all-time highs? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in yesterday's video, I talked about the need for a pullback in wave 4 and that because the rally was very strong, we could see a very shallow pullback, and that may be what the market gave us yesterday. We did get a shallow pullback to about the 0.236 retracement before the market moved higher after that. We have pushed now to a place where it's going to make it very difficult for the bears to complete the ABC correction to the downside. Now, I'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, quick housekeeping note. There will be no video for Friday. I will be traveling tonight during the time that I would normally record the video, so no video Friday. And then I will not be in the chat room very much on Friday to give updates, but for important things like trade changes and things like that, I will be in there to update you. Okay, guys, so the market gave us a shallow pullback in what could be all of wave 4. However, it could just be the A wave. We're still tracking that now. This is all best seen on the charts. So let's jump in and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart, and I've zoomed out just a little bit real quickly here because I want to show you something that I think is important to understand for Elliott Wave Theory knowledge. So when we look at the range here of the all-time highs back here at 47.40 down to the lows at around 44.90, okay, and we put our fib retracement tool in, what you would expect if you're looking for an ABC here after A comes down, so you're looking for an ABC up for B, okay, our B wave target is typically the 50% retracement, which would have been 46.15, up to the 76.4% retracement, which would have been 46.81. When they blow through the 764, okay, and they do so and hold it for a while, and they've been holding it above it for a day and a half or so, when they do that and hold it above it, it is very common for the move up to continue and blow through the 100% as well. So right now, the most probable thing for us to see is moving higher through this 100% retracement to new all-time highs. Okay, whether we're going up or down, if you're coming down and you blow through the 76.4 retracement down, then you should look for a new low coming in, because that is what happens when this fib breaks. It's kind of the last line of defense. Does it mean they can't push it down from right here? No, of course they can. But it means it's much less likely, and very often when they do this, they continue that move, and especially when they do it in a pattern like we're seeing now that looks very impulsive and looks like it's going to be a 5-wave pattern up, okay? So it's very likely that we're going to see new all-time highs as soon as tomorrow, but maybe not, maybe by the end of the week, okay? So that is the structural learning tip I wanted to give you there about the 764 retracement. It's kind of your last line of defense. It's where you would expect B waves to hit, and it blew right through it and held it. So that is a little Elliott Wave learning tip there. All right, so let's zoom in on this area and go over that now. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute chart here, zoomed in a little better so we can see. And what we got today was we got the pullback, okay, and an ABC down. You can see that little spike up came exactly to the 50% and then came back down. It was a little short here. It didn't quite get to the 236, but it is deep enough to consider it a valid wave 4 pullback. Now, does that mean wave 4 is done and we are in wave 5? Not until we take out this high. So it is very, very possible that this was just the A wave of 4, and now we're looking at an A, B, okay, where we peaked here at about 47.04, and then C down. It shouldn't come too much lower, 47.04, so 7 points lower than this. So it'd be 65. It should target about the 65 region, but again, they could follow through and bring it all the way down to the 46.43 region, which is the 38.2% retrace of the move up, or I'm sorry, of the wave 3 move up. So from the bottom of 2 to the top of 3. So from there, they could follow through and bring it down as low as 46.43 and make it a valid wave 4. They could even go through that a little bit. We really don't want them around that 50% fib. I talked about that yesterday. When it hits or goes below 50% on a wave 4, it has a less likely scenario of following through, but I don't think we're going to see that. This is very corrective here, this big V. There's nothing impulsive down about this, so it would not make sense for me to see a huge move down. Is it possible? Absolutely. It is. The alternate count is that we're still in B, and this was the top of B. and you could see that move down. But as I mentioned on the other chart, once you blow through that 764 extension on the way up, you have a high likelihood of following through to the 100% retrace and making new all-time highs in this case. So what we're looking at today is, was this all of 4? If so, we're looking at like a wave 1 here, 2 down, and then 3, 4, and 5 to complete 5 up near 4750 is where it targets. If you go with the length of wave A down here, or wave 1 down here from the bottom, that was about a 90-point move or so. And if this is truly the bottom of 4 at 4669, you would target the 4750 to 60 region, somewhere in there, for the top of wave 5. Now, our current alternate that we are tracking is that this is the B wave of 4 up, okay? And then we get C down and then start our move up in 5 from there. That brings down the 5 target a little bit to about, 4740 or 50 at that point instead of 5060, assuming that this holds its C wave target of 4665. And then the final alternate path we would be looking at is if it does break through the 382 here and continues down and breaks through this 4621 area, which is the 50% retrace off of that high. If it does break down below that, then it is more likely that this was just a really expanded B wave to the high side, and we're looking at C down towards that 4350 to 4400 area. All right, guys, so that's really what we're watching going into tomorrow. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, including my buy and sell alerts, you need to get in my Facebook group, okay? There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will bring you over to Facebook. Now, when you get over to Facebook to get into my group, you do need to get approved. And all I ask to get approved is that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button down below. Come on over to Facebook. We'll get you in. Once you're in Facebook, this is how you get the most out of the group, okay? Hit this featured tab right here in the middle, and you can scroll down. You'll see a link to our documented trades, and that is everything we have traded on the channel since it started, so you can see how we've done. You scroll down a little bit further, and you see a link to my Slack channel. Now, Slack is just a free chat channel, and I am on there all day giving real-time market updates, my buy and sell alerts, answering all of your questions. It's a very talented group of traders from the very beginner to the very expert. It's a great place to learn or improve your trading, so come on over and let's make some money together. As a side note for Friday, if you do jump in, I will not be in there very much on Friday as I will be out of town, okay? So key takeaways for today, guys. We are watching to see how this move up off of this low today plays out. Is it a B, C down, and then we start 5 up? Or was this all of wave 4, and this is a 1, 2 starting 5 up? Okay? And then, of course, in the back of our minds, we have to be cautious about this B wave. Okay? And that happens when we break this 38.2 retrace at 46.43. If it follows through and gets to this 50% retrace in the 46.20 area, that's when the kind of alarms go off that we need to pay attention to the downside. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. No video for Friday, so I will talk to you next week.